Okay. Good afternoon, all of you. Today our topic is kinematics. Okay. This is unit 2, kinematics. But before this, firstly we have to know about mechanics. Okay. Because kinematics is the part of mechanics. What is mechanics? Mechanics is the branch of physics which deals with the study of motion, which deals with the study of motion of study of motion with or of, you can say, material object. Material object means in this you have to study about study of motion के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं, and then as well as material object, which type of material is this. Okay, but what is kinematics? And there are some another part also. Mechanics has three types. Mainly, first, statistics. Write down statistics. Second one is kinematics. And third one is dynamics. Okay. What is statics and what is kinematics and what is dynamics? After this, we will study about kinematics. Now, what is statistics? Statistics, it is the branch of mechanics which deals with the study of material objects at rest. Okay, as the name is given, statistics, state of rest, stationary thing. Yes, stationary thing is there. You can use the word rest. For that, use the word rest. So it is the branch of mechanics which deals with the study of material object at rest. Okay, static. This is the word. What is kinematics? In kinematics, it is also the branch of physics, branch of mechanics, which deals with the study of motion of material object without taking account the factor which cause motion. Okay, this is also the study of this is also the study of motion of material object. Study of motion of material object. But there will be the no reason of its rest or motion. But in this, without cause of its motion. Cause of its motion means motion के reason के बारे में नहीं पढ़ना है इसमें आपने. Only motion you have to study in this chapter, and there are many types of motions are there. You have also studied in this chapter. Now, what is dynamics? Dynamics are the study of motion of material object. This is also the study of motion of material object. But in this, we have to take the reason or cause. Okay, with cause of its motion. You know why motion is there in the body? One of the factor is force. Yes, this is true by Newton. You can say this thing. Now, in these three, you can see here, we have to learn in this unit kinematics. Okay, now this is the beginning of this unit kinematics. In this, you have to study about motion of the object, but not about the reason for that, why the body is moving. Why the body is moving. You have to know need in this chapter to study the reason of motion. The reason of motion. Okay. Now, object in motion, there are something like in kinematics. First definition in front of you, what is rest? In ninth class, you have learned all these things, but now today, this is the beginning of this unit. So this is my moral duty to tell about all the things used in ninth class, chapter motion, or you can take all these things in this chapter also, like rest, motion, speed, velocity, distance, displacement with numericals, graph, position time graph, acceleration, okay, and velocity time graph also is there. And after that, one of the new topic is there, relative velocity. Relative velocity. In the at the end of this chapter, you can see. But in this, firstly you have to learn about rest. What is rest? Rest. Whenever we can say this body is in rest position, we can say this object is in rest if it does not change its position with time. It does not change its position with time. It does not change its position with time. Okay, it does not change its position with time. And one thing is also there, and this is with respect to surroundings. With respect to surroundings. Surroundings. Okay, an object is said to be in position of rest, or you can say in rest. There is no motion, there is no movement in the body when it does not change its position with time. As the time is going and there is no change in its position, if an object is best position, okay, then after time, after, so let us take t is equal to 0 second here, t1 value. After 5 seconds, if this object has the same position here, then this body or this object will be at rest. But one thing is also there, if this position, this position of object or this object has some another things is there. Suppose in room you are sitting here, you are the object, and this is TV, LED lighting. Okay, TV position is this, and this is Almira position. Okay, this is bed. Okay, there are suppose 5 meter distance is there. This one is, this one has 6 meter. This one has 3 meter distance from you. And after time, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, if time is increasing 0 to any time you can take in this situation, and this object is not changing its position. If firstly the bed is 3 meter far from this point, Almira is 6 meter, this TV is 5 meter. Okay, after some time you are again get this thing, bed is again 3 meter, Almira is 6 meter, and TV is also at the 5 meter away from this, then you can say you are, because you are the object here. We are posing this thing. Okay. So this thing will be at rest. Okay. You can see in this diagram. But what is motion? Motion is when it does change its position with time. When an object, it changes its position with time with respect to surrounding. Surrounding is also one of the important word in the definition of this. Okay. Now take another example for this. Suppose an object is at rest in 0 seconds. After 5, 6, 7, and anything you can take here. After 3 seconds, what you are getting, this point is shifted to suppose here. Okay. Now A dash. A dash. If this point goes to here, then what will you get? Now the difference between TV and this object will decreases, maybe 3 meters. Now the distance between bed and this object will increases, maybe 4 meters. And what is the status of this Almira for A dash object? Because this object shift to A dash, it will also increase, maybe 8 meters. Then you can see here, with respect to time, it is changes its position. With respect to time, it changes position as well as with respect to surrounding. मीन्स ये सराउंडिंग के साथ भी अपनी पोजीशन को चेंज कर चुका है. पहले का जो डिस्टेंस था वो चेंज हो चुका है. ओके. इन दिस वे यू कैन टेक द रेस्ट एंड मोशन ऑफ एन object. Now you know very well about rectilinear or translatory motion. You know these things, types of motion of body, types of motion. Okay. 3 motions are there. First, rectilinear or translatory. Rectilinear or translatory. Second is circular or rotatory. Very, very important for you. Circular or rotatory. And third one is oscillatory. Third one is oscillatory or vibratory, you can say also vibratory. What are the differences in between these type of motion? Rectilinear or translatory. This is very, very easy thing. In this, an object or a body moves in a straight line, moves along a straight line. In this motion is it along a straight line. When an object moving in a straight line, on a road you can say, okay, and railway track you can say, train on a rails. Okay, all these are moving in a straight line. Then you can say these are in rectilinear or translatory motion. Okay. Now circulatory and rotatory. You also know about this very well because circular or rotatory motion is the motion of an object about an axis, or you can say about an center, about a center. Motion about a center. Okay, motion about a center. In this case, an object moving around a center or around a axis, you can take. Axis word is also there. Okay, so this type of motion are circulatory. In oscillatory motion or vibratory motion, to and fro motion is there. Back and forth, you can also take this word, and to and fro also you can take in this situation. Like in a simple pendulum. In simple pendulum, you can take, this is the, there is an example of fan. You can take fan moving around a axis. To and fro motion you can take in oscillatory and vibratory. In this, you can take the example of simple pendulum. Simple pendulum. Simple pendulum is the thing on in which a bob is hanging with the thread, and this bob is oscillate in this way. Okay. One time it goes in the forward direction, and another time, okay, it will go in the backward direction. So you can take in this to and fro motion things are having oscillatory motion, okay, rotatory and circular. For rotatory and circular, the things which are moving around a point or axis, and in rectilinear or translatory, when an object move in a straight line. Okay, this type of motion you should know. Now the concept of point mass object. What is point mass? What is point mass? Point mass is nothing. Everything can be point mass. Everything can be point mass. There is no particular thing, or I have example of point mass, because these are the situation. On the condition, it depends. What is point mass? For point mass, we have to take condition. Okay, condition is the reason of any object of point mass. You know, Earth is like a point mass, but for Sun. Sun is point mass for Earth, we can say. Okay, and anything, yes, stars are the point object for us. Small thing as well as bigger or heavenly things you can take as a point mass, but one condition should be there. If you are comparing these things, suppose I have a bus at point A. This is the bus of, suppose, 5 meter long. Okay, 5 meter long. And this is the window of this bus. Window means door, from where we can enter in the bus. Now, second thing is, suppose this is the point B. Okay, here one car is there. One car is there, and the difference and the distance between them is only 2 meters. 2 meters. Okay, you can see this thing also. This is a bus. This one is car, and suppose its length is 2 meter only. 2 to 2.5 meters or 3 meter you can say. Okay. Now, comparatively this distance is comparatively low. Comparatively their size. Comparatively their size. This is a bus. This is a car. and this is only 2 meters. Then you can't take this thing, point object for bus, and this point object for car. But if this car is not 2 meters away from this, if this car is several meters, suppose 2 kilometers away from there, then the bus and car you can take as a point object for each other, because this distance is very much greater than as that of their side. As that of their side. If the distance between them, between the object, between the thing is very large as compared to their size, what is the length of this? Only 5 meters. And what is the distance between them is 2 kilometers. This thing, 2 kilometers is very greater than 5 meters. And here, this one is 3 meter only. So you can also take 2 kilometers is very greater than 2 meters. Then there is no value of these size, because the distance. If you are in bus and look at this car, if it is 2 kilometers away, then this car size is no matter for you. You can see this thing like a point object. Okay. And this car driver, if car driver is looking this thing, then yes, again this will be work as a point object. Okay. So point object, point mass, you can take by comparing the distance between them with the size of the object. I hope you are getting my point. In this way, you can take point object or point mass thing, depends on the size and the distance between them. Now the next thing is, all these are the basic things. Now the next thing is frame of reference. Frame of reference. Frame of reference. What is frame of reference? The frame of reference is a system of coordinate axis. Write down. The frame of reference of a system of coordinate axis attached to an observer having a clock with him. Clock with him. With respect to which the observer can describe the position, comma, displacement, acceleration, etc. of a moving object. What is the meaning of this thing? This line. These are the definition of frame of reference, and in this you can see the frame of reference of a system of coordinate axes attached to an observer having a clock with him. Okay, what is the meaning of clock with him? For time. We can take time with respect to which the observer can describe the position, displacement, acceleration, etc. Okay, means you have to, you should have a reference point for determining the position, displacement, and acceleration of a moving object. Suppose you know very well we have three axes x, y, and z. Okay, and one of the point is also there. This is the common point of these three axes, and this is called origin. Here, for reference, we are taking observer at this point, at origin O. Here, it has clock. Okay, it has clock for by which it can determine the timing of its position. Suppose an object is here in xy axis, we can say, okay, or yz axis or xz. You know, there are three things: one dimensional, two dimensional, and three dimensional. Are you know this thing? One dimensional, two dimensional, and three dimensional. What is one dimensional? One dimensional is the thing if an object moving in a straight line, means if any reference, if an object move on x-axis only, like this, okay, or in this way also. If this is the plane, if this one is the plane, then you can take all the line parallel to the x-axis like this, okay, in one dimensional motion. But if an now if an object moving in between these two axes only, x and y, then we can take two-dimensional motion is there. Okay, if an object moving on its axis only, suppose on x-axis O to x, on y-axis O to y, or on z-axis O to z, then you should have to take one-dimensional motion. But if an object moving in between only these two axes, x and y, then two-dimensional. If this and two-dimensional, what is it? XY plane. You can take this word also. In XY plane, an object is moving, it means it is in two-dimensional motion. But if an object moving y and z axis, in between y and z axis, then this plane is called YZ plane, and the dimension is again two dimension. Now for this, third one is XZ. This one is XZ plane, and the motion of object is also again two dimensional. But if anything moving in between these three axes, all these three axes, then motion should be three-dimensional. Then motion should be three-dimensional. But we can't take the position of these things in this way, because board is 2D, our eyes is 2D. That's why we can't see on the board these things. But let us take an example for looking all these things. Suppose this is a box. Suppose this is a box. You know about this box? How many axes are there? How many axes are there? You can see there are 4, 4, and 4. Total 12 axes. Total 12 axes. And how many faces are there? How many faces are there? One face on the top, other face on the bottom, and four faces around these or in between these top and bottom. So 4 and 2. Total 6 faces are there. Okay. And next thing is the space in between them. Space. Where the space? Inside the box. Inside the box, whole region, whole space. And this space is also called volume also. You know very well. Volume. This is only the space one. Okay. If we are taking this thing, suppose an ant or insect are moving on this axis, on this axis. An insect is moving on this axis. Okay, like this. Then what kind of motion is there? You can take this one is one dimension. Okay, but if this insect is not moving on this axis, it is moving on the top face of that. Suppose an insect moving like this. Only the top face of this box. Then we have to take this motion is two-dimensional. But if an